بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب زدني علما.
So now the first thing we'll try to understand about how we can get into the CLI, the command line interface, because whatever the device you are trying to use, whether I'm trying to use a router or I'm going to use a switch, whatever the device, it doesn't matter, because at the end the CLI is going to be the same. The CLI options will remain the same here. Okay. So in my case, let's say I want to go to the CLI of the switch, the command line of the switch, or maybe the command line of the router, because technically we call them as IOS devices, because IOS devices stands for Internet Operating System. So the command line of the router or the switch, it's going to be the same thing. So even though I'm going to show you some of the commands relevant to the switches here, but majority of the commands also relates to the routers as well. Now, assuming that we have the router, now the router is more like a flat box, which is not having any input or output device. So which means if I want to go to the command line of the router or the switch, I need to use my own local PC, a PC or laptop, whatever it is. Okay. So what we are going to do is we need to make sure that we connect the device and get to the CLI. So there are different ways you can do it. One of the basic method we use as a console. Now the console means, if you remember in the basics we discussed, there will be an RJ45 console port on most of the routers. Either it will be something like this, the RJ45 console connection, or the console port will be in a different way. Okay, so there are two different ways. One is you can access through the console. We call this as a serial connection, where you can directly log into the CLI from this port, or you can access from the network. So which means I can sit on any computer, I can connect through my physical network, which is already built. I can Telnet or SSH. So Telnet and SSH are the alternate ways you can access the device remotely or log into the command line interface. But again, as we don't get into this right now, because in order to Telnet, there are prerequisites we need to know. Like you need to have an IP address already configured on the router or a switch. At the same time, you also need to make sure that you configure the passwords, because whenever you try to log in remotely using, this is more kind of a remote access. Means I can sit on any computer in my LAN and I can access a router or a switch from any part of the network, any part of my own network. And additionally, there should be a connectivity as well. So these are the three things which requires for you to access Telnet or SSH. And this is the most common way you do it, because console is not possible all the time. But again, when you get a router for the first time, router or a switch for the first time, you still need to do the console, because the console is the initial configuration what we do. Like to assign the IP address, we need a console. To assign the passwords, we need a console. And also a connectivity anyway we don't need. But to do the basic configurations, we need a console.